In this video, we're gonna see how to create components inside Principle and what's the use of creating components. So right now you can see this design or this artboard which says components. Let me rename it to members list. And yeah, so I have this artboard called members list, and inside this artboard I have two buttons for each of the member, which is message and follow. And so imagine a case when I want to create a micro interaction. When I click on this button follow, it should become following, and I need to create like these 6 or 7 type of different versions again and again, and this problem can be solved by using component. Or you can imagine this as a symbol which is used inside Figma, Sketch and any other design tool. So basically just duplicating the symbol will help you out where you don't need to create that design asset again and again. So basically here with components you will not need that micro interaction or animation to use again and again. I know this sounds a little confusing, but you don't need to worry. Let's sort this out in a very simple way. And so let's select this follow button, which is called follow button 6, and just select this and go to create component and just click on that create component, and you will enter a spatial artboard which is kind of a child artboard of a previous artboards. That's why it says back to parent, and you can click on back to parent and you can see this is a component with a triangle kind of symbol, and you can rename this component as follow button component. Okay, I'm gonna just increase the size of this left side panel to see the name properly. So we have this follow button component, and I'm gonna just copy this following button from here, Control Command C, click on this follow button component, and on the left hand side you can see edit original, and just click on that and you can go inside this follow button. So what I want is when I click on this follow button, it should become following. So I'm just gonna select, when I tap on this, tap, and I'm just gonna copy the following button which I have already copied. I'm gonna paste the following button which I've already copied, and I'm just gonna break down all the layers for you. So I'm just gonna remove the layers outside and gonna delete this. So so for the follow button 6, just change this name to follow button only. Follow button, we have this base outline, that's fine. Or just rename it to, call it as base, or let's leave it to base outline, that's fine. The text says follow, and inside the follow button 2, let's rename the first artboard as 1. Inside the follow button 2, move everything outside so that everything is clear, and delete the groups. Yeah, so we have this base outline from the first one. I'm gonna just call it base outline, the follow text from the first artboard, and then we have filled base and following. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase the size of the artboard. So let's see what's the size of this filled base, which is 94 width. So I'm gonna increase the size of the entire artboard to 94, and I'm gonna select everything up, center line, and move in the center. Same thing I'm gonna do with the follow button, which is 94 this side, and align all these two together and keep it in the center this side. So basically when I click on this, I should land on here, and I have to reduce opacity of base outline 0, reduce opacity of follow to, I'm gonna move it up so that text remains together and the bases remains together, and I'm gonna reduce the follow text opacity to 0. And now I'm gonna copy following and fill base to the first artboard, and move this fill base bottom, reduce opacity, select following, reduce opacity. Also we can do one small thing. We can increase the size of following 1.2 so that it looks something like this you can see in the preview when I click on this. Or also we can do one more thing, because it's getting kind of clipped off. We just increase the height to maybe 36 and just bring everything in the center again, and same thing goes here, and bring everything in the center again. So now I don't think anything is getting cut. So yeah, okay, so because we have deleted the group, so now we're gonna select this entire artboard. Instead of selecting the base or something, we can select this entire artboard. So basically when you click on here outside the follow button, then also this will work. So I'm just gonna click on tab and here, so this looks something like this, and I'm gonna do this to the other artboard. Click on tab, go to this. Basically when you click, it looks like this. And I'm gonna do a simple thing. I'm gonna scale this thing also, our base outline, so it looks a little bit okay. And I'm gonna reduce the size of the base somewhere here, so it looks like it's scaling up. You can see, yeah. And in this, I'm gonna just reduce the base to somewhere here, center line. Looks good to me. So now this is a component, one single component. And now let's get back to parent, and you can see we can interact with this. So you can see here, and that's nice, but we can't interact with others because we aren't using the same component. And that's where the trick lies. You just need to copy the same component, and let's move it, align it with the original design. Let's copy this component, go inside 3, paste it, move it down, and delete the original one. Do with the 4th one, same thing, copy, paste it down, align it, delete the original one. Same thing goes for the 5th member, just delete, align it, delete the. For the 6th member, select, align it, delete the original. Same goes for the last one, align it and delete. And for the last, which we have following, we're gonna do the same. Just copy this, align it and delete the original one. So now the magic happens where you can animate anything independently. So basically this is the power of components. You just create one component or one micro interaction, and you can place it anywhere and it will interact irrespective of others. And that's how components works. In the next video, we're gonna see how to create fake tap areas and how to import videos and play videos inside Principle.